It's a bit of a funny one today, heading to a wedding in Ireland. Booked it quite a while ago. Unfortunately, the missus and the baby couldn't come, so I thought it would be a good idea to bring the bike. But then in hindsight, October on the bike, Ireland, weather. So it's already forecast for rain for pretty much every day we're there. And it's quite blustery as well, so I'm not over the moon with the wind. But so head over to the ferry. Stranraer to Belfast, Belfast to Donegal, that's where all the family's from. And then I'm going to try and get the day out, at least do the Atlantic Drive in Donegal. Unbelievable views, as you can imagine. So squeeze as much as that in as I can, try and get some fantastic drone footage and take some lovely roads. So see how it turns out. As long as I don't die in the wind and rain between here and the ferry, I'll be over the moon. See how we get on. So that is me leaving the Red Castle Hotel, Donegal right now, right on the water. Had a dip this morning, needed a dip, so I was on the drink until about 2-3 o'clock this morning, so I'm absolutely hanging. So I've set my maps to the bay, Remelton, Rathmullen, something or other, head up to a lighthouse, try and get over to Downings. Hopefully the weather doesn't turn, but it does look like it's going to. In the sea this morning, it was like a summer's day. Get on the bike now, the wind's picked up, overcast, starting to rain. Just my luck. Just my luck.
What a venue this is. What a venue. I think it's a golf course as well as a sort of wedding venue, hotel. Top quality place. I'll come back here. Certainly would. Especially right on the water. So yeah, I've got the map set. About an hour's drive to the coast. I'm going to stop in Ramelton first. And then just make my way up along the Atlantic. Have the Atlantic Ocean on my right. And just follow that as long as it goes. Even if I get pissed on, it'll surely still be worth it. So I've just stopped in a little town, believe it or not, called Muff. And I'm in the garage, and there's a sign over there that says, I love Muff. I mean, fair play, fair play. But I also passed a little alcohol store, and it was called Muff Liquor. It was a Muff Liquor company. So I love Muff, in Muff, and if you need some drink, pop yourself into Muff Liquor. I mean, the Irish certainly know how to play with words. Have to say, I'm also a fan of Muff. Obviously, it started raining, so before I get absolutely piss-wrapped, I'm going to throw my rain suit on, if I can remember which soft bag I stuck it in. Got a little bit of Rain X on the lid, so the water's wicking quite nicely, but these jeans are not even remotely waterproof because they're textile. If I don't get my waterproofs on, they'll just end up soaked through. The joys of Ireland in October.
Protected from the rain. Let's get going.
So I've just stopped off in a little town called Ramelton. I remember being here as a kid. I think my next stop is up to Rathmullen. It's right on the sort of northwest coast of Donegal. It's start of the Atlantic Way, the wild Atlantic Way. Quite literally just follow the Atlantic Ocean, but this is a gorgeous little town as well. The one thing you notice about the Irish, especially when you spend a bit of time here, not just drinking, I think we all know they can drink, but there's a slow way of living here, and I don't mean that as a negative. I don't mean that slow. Just the way they do things, they take their time, the way they speak, the way they carry themselves. Everything's just done at a much, much slower pace, a lot more enjoyable pace, and you can totally feel the difference from England to Ireland. If I had the chance, I would live here tomorrow. But, hey-ho. So, next stop, check the map, is Rathmullen. And that's sort of the start of the way. It's sort of still inland as well. It's not quite the Atlantic Ocean. Not about 10 minutes away. Head up there and see what we see. Definitely worse places to stop for a coffee. So I'm in Rathmullen at the minute, and this is literally the Atlantic Ocean. I got us thinking as well, what is it about the water? What is it about the ocean? What is it about water in general? Whether we take cruises or fish, or go out swimming, or attracted to sort of gorgeous landscapes, there's always something that drives us towards the water. Is it because it's vast? Is it its size? Is it its ability to be wholly indifferent and just suck you up and spit you out at will? Is it because we can't control it? Is it because we'll never control it? It's not even that good of weather, but the view's fantastic. If I had some shorts with us, I would consider a dip. So that was Rathmullen on the Atlantic Drive. Well worth a stop in. I mean, it's a shitty day, but still pretty incredible. Some random little coffee cabin trailer pulled up there called Coffee and Food. She had no coffee, sorry. She had some food, little snacks. I haven't put anywhere in the sat-nav now. I'm literally just going to get on the bike, follow the coast, see where I end up, and just follow, see the Atlantic Ocean. Hopefully get some nice views, get some nice roads, but more importantly, just be on the bike.
I think that may be the most scenic piss I've ever had. Staring at the Atlantic Ocean on a cliff and island. Certainly had worse. Oh. stops in a little town, or a port, I suppose, called Portsalon. I imagine this is absolutely rammed in the summer. It seems like most things are closed at the minute, depending on the weather. So it's that time of year. There's a restaurant on the front. When you look at the water, for a minute it's empty. There's another thing I noticed in Ireland as well that I missed without realising I missed it. It's the smell. It's not just the fresh air. Everyone's always burning peat, some sort of natural coal or timber to heat their homes. Every little town you walk through, you get this incredible smell that I imagine would be what God's breath would smell like. Just burnt peat. I don't know if you're allowed to do this, but it looks like plenty of people have. Yeah, I'm not risking that. That does not look like a lot of fun. I don't know what that building is there, but it looks like a lot of people have died and a lot of horrible deaths in it. It's very dreary. But the lighthouse does look incredible. That little walkway there, it's just a little too steep today to be thinking about going down that walkway. Not today. But yeah, I don't know what that house is about. I can still hear the screams of the children. So wet. It's raining so much. Right, what I need now, more than anything, is a pub. I need to find somewhere to have a drink. At least to sit down for 5 outside of this. I mean, where am I? And I mean that in a good way. Where on earth am I?
So that was Faned Head Lighthouse. I imagine in the summer it will be pretty incredible. In the middle of October, as you can see, there's hardly anyone here. It's still pretty cool, but it's also pretty wet, pretty cold. So I'm going to head over from now. So Faned Head, going to head to Carrigart, and then on to a little beachside town called Downings. So Downings has a bar, it's a really, really famous bar on it called the Harbour Bar. And I heard, don't quote me on this because I'm not too sure how true it is, but the Harbour Bar is meant to be the busiest bar in the whole of Ireland. So take that as you please. But funny enough, I have an auntie who lives, I shit you not, next door to the Harbour Bar. Not just along the road, not 2 doors down, but quite literally next door to the Harbour Bar. So I'm going to go see if Mary's there. She might be there, she might not. I'll probably just park on a driveway anyways and pop into the Harbour Bar for a beer. Again, busiest bar on Ireland, but this time of year, whether it's that busy, I can't see it. But I'm sure the driving will be fun anyways. I just wish this rain would piss off, even for 5 minutes. But luckily I've got the wetsuit on. I keep getting thumbs up and laughs, and it just sort of clicked. Yes, I've got a skeleton wetsuit on, but it's Halloween in a couple of days, so I think people are assuming I'm somehow themed. Like I've done this on purpose for the sake of Halloween, which obviously I haven't. I've had this suit for quite a while, but it's quite befitting for this time of year. So yeah, Fannet Head, the road up Fannet Head from Portsalon, that was awesome, that road. Thoroughly enjoyed that. Came off just in there on the left hand side. So yeah, Fannet Head now, on to Carrigart. I know there's a lovely little pub in Carrigart as well, and Dad used to drink a lot when he was younger. And then on to Downings. See if Mary's in, see if I can pop into hers for a glass of wine or a whiskey at the Harbour Bar. So this is Downings. It looks a bit dreary at the moment, but it's a lovely little sort of harbour town. And in the summer, it is absolutely rammed. Like all these streets are lined with cars, there's people everywhere, the beaches are packed, or the bay is packed, the hotels are packed. But we're just coming up to the Harbour Bar now on the right hand side. And I wonder if there's many in, and also I wonder if the auntie's in. And I'll show you what I mean by she literally lives next door. So there's the Harbour Bar. And this is her house. Literally next door. Now whether she's in or not, that's a different story.
It doesn't look like she's in, which is unfortunate, but yeah, there's worse places to live. So her house, Harbour Bar. And these are the views from a living room.
What do you say? Are we?
You rascal!
Thank you very much.
Right, let me try.
So a couple of pints in the Harbour Bar and Downings. Luckily, fingers crossed, sun's came out. It's no longer raining, so I'm going to pick a next point. There's some sort of viewing point up on some beach in the far north east of Donegal, so I'm going to head up there. Just keep following the Atlantic way, keep following the Atlantic Ocean, to be fair. So Downings now, if you get the chance to go to Downings, the beach, the hotel, the golf course, and obviously the Harbour Bar, well worth a visit. But yeah, I'm going to follow the Atlantic, just keep going, and hopefully the rain stays off. I don't have to wear my wetsuit anymore, which will be nice. See what that looks like. Holy shit. Look at that. I have literally been chasing this. About 10-15 minutes left, tops. That is worth it. So I'm currently in Horn Head. It's a viewing point, sort of northeast, northwest Donegal. The view, I mean, it's not even a good day today. The view is unbelievable, absolutely fantastic. I'm just going to turn up. It's very, very windy, just starting to rain as well, but still well worth the view. It's just, it's the endless vastness of the Atlantic Ocean. Wow. What a road in as well, even on a day like today, even whilst it's split. See, the sun's got about 10 minutes left now, so it'll be darkness soon. So I'm going to head back down. That's pretty much it. I'm not going to see much more in the darkness, so head back down into Milford, get some food, up early tomorrow, ferry back to the northeast, which is going to be fun. Hopefully the rain stays off, but... So yeah, Hornhead, get the chance. Get Hornhead.